Let's see if you had a little more success with activities 2 and 3. So we're going to start out activity 2 with writing down the given information, and the given information is 2.8 miles. By the way, most mathematicians and scientists use the letter M to represent meters, not miles. So you might want to write out miles, or if you want to shorten it, you might try MI instead of just M. We want to get from miles to yards. So back on page 297, let's see if we can convert that. Now I do know that a mile is an American, so I am going to be looking in the American conversions. And I notice there's two things that have miles in them, from miles to feet or miles to furlongs. I don't think miles to furlongs is going to be helpful. So I'm going to write down 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. But remember, I wanted to get to yards. I have another conversion that says 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. So I'm going to use those to convert. In the first step, I want the miles to go away, so I'm going to use this one first. And I'll put the 1 mile on the denominator. And 5,280 feet in the numerator. And then I can cancel miles. Notice I don't cancel the numbers, just the units. Now I'm going to use this one. And I want the feet to cancel, so the feet will be down here. And there's 3 feet in 1 yard. So the feet cancel, and the only unit left is yards, which is my goal. Okay, so now I need to do the numbers. So we'll go back and do 2.8 times 5,280 times 1, but I'm kind of lazy about timesing by 1 since that doesn't change anything, over 1 times 1 times 3. And I'm going to put that in the calculator. Since this is a fraction, I will group the top. There we go. Now, did you write that number down, or did you think about rounding it off? Because remember, our starting number only had 2 significant digits. We can't get any more significant, so our final answer should only have 2 significant digits. So we'll round this off to 4,900. And don't forget the units that we had as our goal. Yards. Okay, quite a few steps to these. If you're careful and take your time, you will get good at these quickly. Now, some of you might say, I did this in a very different way and it was easier. That may be true on some of these first examples, but we're going to make unit conversions much more complicated very quickly. And the method that I'm teaching today is one that will help you be successful all the way through this class, and Math 65, and chemistry, and physics. So it's a good idea to master the process early on. So let's clear this example out. And look at number 3, the other one that you did on your own. So at number 3, we want to convert, or we want to determine how many milliliters are in 2.5 cups. So they asked a question in a little bit different way, but the given information is that 2.5 cups. What we're trying to get to is milliliters. So again, I'm going to go to the back and see if I can find those things. Cups are American. But milliliters are metric. So I'm actually going to go down and start with that American to metric box that's 3 boxes down and see if I can find something that will be helpful. Well, the only thing that I'm finding down here that might work is that 1.06 quarts is approximately equal to 1 liter. So let's see if we can find some other things. I'm going to go back up to the American and see if I can get from cups to quarts. Well, I can get from cups to a pint. And I can get from pints to a quart. Okay, that feels pretty good. But notice here that I have liters. I don't really have my goal, which is milliliters yet. So since that's a metric conversion, I'm going to go down and look in there. And I found milliliter in a couple of different places, but one place it has 1,000 milliliters. Is equal to 1 liter. So that's the one I think I want to use. So now I just have to organize these so that everything cancels and we can get to our goal. Now remember, our starting information is cups. So looking through my list of things down here, I'm going to start with this one first. There's 2 cups in 1 pint. I want the cups to cancel. So there's 2 of those in 1 pint. Since I now have, well, let's cancel those so I know they're gone. So now I want to work with something that has a pint in it. So that one, but I also have 2 pints is equal to 1 quart. Let's use that one next. So I want the pints to cancel. So the pints now have canceled. And I'm working with quarts now. And here's something with quarts to liters, so we'll use that one. And I've got one I haven't used yet, and that's this one down here. We want the liters to cancel. I'm very pleased that the units that I have left are my goal that I was looking for. So I'm going to write out the math over here. I have 2.5 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1,000 over 1 times 2 times 2 times 1.06. And again, we do want to make sure that we group top, bottom, when we write that in the calculator. By the way, sometimes you can skip this and the answer still comes out correct. But sometimes if you skip it, it doesn't come out correct. So it's a good habit to get into always writing those and not trying to second guess where you need them. Clearly, that's a number I would like to round off. So let's go back and think about where that number should be rounded. Here's my starting information with 2 significant digits. We want to round this number so there are only 2 significant digits. That would be 5. Now the 8's going to round up to a 9. And we need to fill in a holder, a placeholder, because that's 589, which is approximately 590 milliliters. Whew. There we go. All right, there will be more practice on the next presentation, so you have another chance to read some examples.